Well, good morning. Today for science, you have a special kind of chart that you're going to be filling out on page number 197, and I'm going to show you how to do that, what the best way to do that is. But in the meantime, you will have 300 to 303 to read. You have a quiz tomorrow on pages 200 to 299. I'll tell you in a minute what you'll need to study for that. But also, I want to show you this chart. Now, the way this chart works is you're going to be filling out the top. It has information up there. It looks similar to this. Not exactly, because I don't have the same number of lines and I don't have the same number of things. But you have on the chart, there's a chart on the top left of the page. It's like in this area where the page is. And it has the different gestation periods for animals as far as for having babies. And you have the rabbit, the bobcat, the mountain lion, mountain goat, and all those things. And so this is how long it takes for the baby to be, for the mom to be pregnant with the baby, in other words, to have the baby. That's kind of the idea. And so we have in these animals, then what you're going to do is you're going to list the animals across here. And so you see, and I think I'm missing a line here actually. It should be one in that first section, because each of those lines correspond to the middle of the area, all right? And so where you're going to be. And so this part here, for the first one, for instance, cottontail rabbit. So we would put cottontail rabbit there. Now, you probably have more room to put yours than I did mine, but cottontail rabbit. And for the cottontail rabbit, it says that its gestation period is 30 days. Now, here's 30 right here, all right? And then that's going to be, so I'm going to fill in my graph, my bar graph. My bar is going to go up to there, all right? My second one is the bobcat, and so I'm going to put bobcat here. And that one's up to 60 days. And so I'm going to fill in, for the bobcat, my bar graph to be that high. And so you see how it reaches to 60. So you'll do that for each of those animals. Of course, in this case, because they're all in order and they're all by length of gestation, should go all the way up. It's kind of at an angle, so to speak. Now, for the label at the bottom, you're going to put, what do you think you'd put for the bottom? Well, you'd put the animals. On this side, for the label, you're going to put gestation period. And then for the top, you're going to put a gestation period for animals, all right? And so that would be the way that you would handle this. That's how you would fill that out. That's a pretty easy one. And so that is your assignment for science today. Hold on one moment. I'll give you your answers for the science quiz. And so in this particular section here for what you were supposed to study for that quiz, which was pages I believe it was 293 to 284 to 289. No, I don't remember exactly, 281, 289. But it was in your book from last week. And that quiz, you need to know these terms. You need to know what pollination is. You need to know what fruit is of a flower. You need to know what the stamen, the pistil, and the zygote are. Those three things as well. You also need to know the difference between cross-pollination and self-pollination. You also need to know what pollen and the anther are. Pollen and the anther. You need to know what a spore is and what a cotyledon is. You need to know the difference between a filament and an ovary. A filament and an ovary. And then you need to know what it is that usually pollinates conifers. Now, those are the questions that you need to know. Now, if you've gone through and you just stop the video and you look it up and you find out, you're going to probably do really well in this quiz. But if you just decide that you don't feel like looking it up, yeah, you're going to probably not do well. I would suggest that you do go ahead and follow it and do your best. Get the answers really quickly. It would be easy. You take that quiz, you'll do well. You'll pass with flying colors. All right, well, that's it. Have a wonderful day.